Hey everyone, today we are really excited. We are here with Janesh, who's joining us from Poland. Janesh is the artist behind the Cheshire Cat Lorcana card.
One of the questions that we love to start off with is, in the near future, thousands of new Lorcana fans are going to be opening packs of cards and experiencing your art for the very first time. We would love for you to introduce yourself to them in a few words.
Uh, I'm Caner Soylu, and I started drawing to express myself when I was a small child. And it turned on to my profession. So I guess that's all I can say.
I would love to ask, you've been so public about your stutter and learning to overcome the challenges that presents. I've been diagnosed with dyslexia since I was a young child, and so reading and writing for me has always been such a huge challenge. And I love getting to meet parents of children who have dyslexia or kids themselves who have dyslexia and just talk to them about like what I've been through in my life experience. I'd love to know what sort of advice do you have for young people who have a stutter and are trying to overcome that challenge?
Actually, I don't think I can have an advice because I haven't overcame yet. I'm still suffering. But I learned how to live with that, and I have to run my life according to this problem. I tried treatment 2 times with specialists, but it didn't go well, and I decided to not spending more time and effort for that. Just acceptance and try to live with that. And that's it, I guess.
I have to agree with you. I think it's less about overcoming it and learning how to surround yourself with tools and resources and people who allow you to thrive in the space that you want to thrive within, like surrounding yourself with tools to allow you to thrive and to do the work that you want to do. For you, it's art. I chose a very odd career where I have to do a lot of writing with my dyslexia, which is always a fun task. But yeah, I think it's less about like, I will always have dyslexia. I will always flip words and flip letters, but it's the tools that I've learned to use.
Well, I can say actually I learned 3 foreign languages with this problem. So I was born in Turkey, and I have been living in Poland for 6 years and living in abroad, learning Polish, and I have to use 2 foreign languages to survive in this country. So this was the biggest challenge, and might be inspirational for the people who have such a problem.
And I'd say your English is excellent.
Yes.
I mean, it really,
Thank you, but I learned English at high school, and I haven't lived in the USA or in the UK or English-speaking countries. But it's not that bad, I guess. So we can understand each other.
I understand perfectly.
Yeah, you speak
Thank you.
very, very good English. So something we were able to enjoy and experience about your work is your work in children's books. Actually, we have two of your children's books that you illustrate.
It's so nice.
This one's my favorite.
This one, I love Banco. I think the art in this one is so fantastic. So for those watching, you should definitely check out.
So nice surprise. Oh my God, thank you so much.
They're delightful.
So what drove you to create art for children's books? I'd love to hear about your journey to this.
Good question. When I was young, when I was a teenager, before high school or during high school, I always would love to work for Disney. Yes, it was my dream job, working in the animation industry, especially. But I didn't have a chance or opportunity to improve myself in animation, improve my skills in animation. So I thought that the closest area to animation is children's books. So for children and contains similar skills and requirements.
And actually, if we could talk about one piece in particular, talking about, your childhood and telling stories, The Inventor. There's one you did several years ago, and there's one I think you did last year, The Inventor too. It's adorable. We love this piece. And in the comments on the first one, I think you said that it reminds you of your childhood. And can you tell us the story behind this piece and what it means?
I was a lonely and introverted child, and I used to spend my all day at home and making my own toys, and I used to discover new things and reading whatever I find, and create my own fun. I think it's triggered creativity as well. So I feel lucky that I have a chance to spend my day by creating my own fun. So that's why that work is my self-portrait, like my self-portrait, and reminds me my childhood.
So I have to ask, in the Inventor 2, there's a little dog that appears. Was that your childhood pet, or was that just your imagination?
No, I would love to have a pet, but I didn't have. So I wanted to put him there.
Give him a friend.
Yes.
I love it. I mean, for what it's worth, the piece really speaks to me, and I love it. So it's a delightful piece.
Yeah, Liam grew up kind of in the middle of the woods in Maine, and from what I hear from his mother, was always out tinkering and making things and that sort of thing. So.
But I wasn't that creative though. So we close all of our interviews with a series of fun questions.
So to start off, what sound or noise do you love?
My microwave ring.
Okay.
It means there's food. It means food is ready. What sound or noise do you hate?
My alarm clock.
Yep.
Alarm clock.
What is your idea of happiness?
Difficult question. Just I don't know, love yourself, I guess. First, love yourself.
Who is your favorite hero in fiction?
Edward Scissorhands.
That's a good one. Oh, love that movie. Who is your favorite heroine in fiction?
Snow White.
Very on theme.
What talent would you most like to have?
What talent would I most like? I guess playing piano.
What is your most treasured possession?
Treasure. My graphic tablet.
Shockingly, we get that a lot with artists.
Yes.
What are your favorite names?
Favorite names. Then I'm returning to my childhood again. I guess my grandfather's name was my favorite name.
What was his name?
Metin.
Metin.
What is your motto?
My motto: rise by lifting others. You rise by lifting others.
I love that.
That's a good one. And lastly, what is one question we didn't ask you that you wish we would have?
No, actually, I would say that why is it difficult to live in abroad for a stutter person and learning new language? But we already talked about that, so no any question. For example, to learn a new language, you need practice and you need to use it every day. So you need to be social, and especially you need to talk to native speakers. But I didn't have such an opportunity. I tried to listen podcasts and movies and TV series. We hit subtitles, and that was so helpful for me. Actually, the main problem is as a foreigner, you always be anxious, and you are not self-confident when you live in abroad, and it triggers your speech problem. That was the biggest complication, I can say.
That makes sense.
Well, if you speak Polish as well as you speak English, I mean, it's amazing. I'm sure you have no problems.
In Polish, actually, people always ask me in which language you you stutter a lot, or is there any difference between languages? Yes, but it depends on the situation. For example, if I speak Polish with a native speaker in Polish, it makes me more anxious and I stutter more because I'm afraid of making mistakes and but then and especially speaking to a native English speaker makes me more anxious. And yes, that this is the biggest difference. So everything depends on self-confidence in this problem.
Fascinating. Interesting. Well, one more time, I can tell you, you shouldn't be anxious speaking to native English speakers because your English is flawless. It really is.
Thank you.
And thanks so much for speaking to us. I mean, this was wonderful. It was such a joy, and we hope there are more of your cards coming. We don't know, but we hope there are.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know either.
Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed, and one day we hope to talk to you again.
Sure, I hope you would like to talk to me again.
We absolutely.
Thank you so much and your positive energy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you and bye.